Hi, people. Welcome back to U&I Talk Show. Oh my goodness. Tell me if we're live, if you are getting me. Welcome back to U&I Talk Show. Today it's Friday, January 17th, and it is 1 p.m. and 8 minutes in Vancouver, Canada. My people, does it get any more orange? Yo, the color orange is overrepresented on the show today, man. I don't know what's happening. I'm not affiliated to any orange, nothing. It just so happened that this is a t-shirt that I had, which is a gift, Christmas gift. Thank you. So don't know orange people, orange movement come here talking about your orange, you're a fan, especially in Canada, there's NDP people, NDP with the liberals. No. I'm not with you, eh? I'm not with you. Don't even be confused. They see me in orange, think that I'm with you. Nah. Hi, people. Today we're going to talk about democracy in Canada versus democracy in Burkina Faso. Yes. As you know, the Prime Minister of Canada just resigned. He's so hated, the most hated Prime Minister in the history of Canada. And he just resigned. The year beginning just resigned. Everybody is celebrating. Prime Minister of Canada resigned. Everybody is celebrating. So we're going to start in English and then go into French and then go into KinyaRwanda. Versus democracy in Burkina Faso, where Ibrahim Traoré is the most loved president in Africa right now. He went to the inauguration in Ghana and he was the most applauded. He stole the show. So we're going to compare the two systems. I'm in Canada, I'm African. We talk about democracy, and then we're going to talk about it in French too. The French president insulted Africans, and also Ibrahim Traoré responded to him, you know. And of course, everybody knows me and Ibrahim Traoré are married, so I'm about to defend him. Merci la famille d'être là. On commence en anglais, on continue en français et on termine en KinyaRwanda. Alors, on parle de la démocratie au Canada versus la démocratie au Burkina Faso. Eh oui. All right, so let's go back into English and finish and then move into French. I'm not going to talk too much in English because the Burkina Faso speaks French and Canada speaks French as well, So for both people to understand me, I think French would be sufficient, but just for the rest of the world. So, in order to understand what I'm talking about, I'm going to share my screen and go on Twitter. By the way, Facebook has unblocked me, eh? Facebook has unblocked me. Zuckerberg, huh? Zuckerberg has apologized to Freedom. What's happening? Oh, okay. Sorry. Too many screens open. I have to mute these ones. So, Facebook has unblocked me. As you may know, Zuckerberg has pretended like he's now a lover of freedom of speech. And he's saying that he's not going to be censoring people anymore. So yeah, so now I'm back on Facebook, but I still don't trust it, you know. So I really don't care Right now, the show is only getting broadcast on YouTube. It used to be broadcast on YouTube and Twitter and whatnot and Instagram, but right now it's being broadcast on YouTube only because YouTube is the only one that hasn't censored me. YouTube has censored other people too, but I haven't been censored. So I'm gonna put my show on YouTube, you know, because these other platforms are censoring me until the day that I get censored on YouTube, then I'm gonna move somewhere else. I already have a backup plan, no worries. So, anyways, Burkina Faso, we're gonna start with comparing the democracy in Burkina Faso versus Canada. Canada, which has the most hated prime minister in the history of prime ministers. And then he just resigned. So the whole country is celebrating. And some people are still talking nonsense. Maybe Canadians were the problem, not Trudeau. So he resigned in tears, my people, by the beginning of the year. And his entire Liberal Party of Canada is crumbling. I know for sure I have posted it, but you can see how many things that I've been posting on Twitter X, before I even get to the post that I even want to talk to you about, which now I can't find because I post and repost so many things. So anyways, let's then stay here on Ibrahim Traoré because I want to compare Trudeau. You just saw Trudeau and Ibrahim Traoré compare Canadian democracy. Ah, Zuckerberg should be in jail, not celebrated. Hmm. 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 Oh my God, where is the video of Trudeau resigning in tears that I want to show you, my people? Where is it? You can see how much he's so, 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 so loved around across Africa, each country comparing Ibrahim Traoré to their own leaders, which is failing them. You know how I've been Kenyan. I'm in so much admiration with Kenyans right now. Look, other Africans comparing him to Paul Biya now, huh? Dictator of Cameroon. Clin d'oeil to Professor Nyamsi. Yo, I love Professor Nyamsi's school. I just love it. So this is my own spiritual bread right here that I'm distributing. Pain spirituel. Okay, so let's start right there. Montreal, Canada. A petition to remove the name Trudeau from Montreal's Yule Airport, Montreal Airport, which is named after Trudeau, which is the father of this current Trudeau that is resigning, that everybody hates. So much so that even the airport of Montreal, which used to be named after him, his father, hmm, is people are petitioning that he may resign. Canadians are pissed off that he sent so much money out there and people in Canada are struggling, and then of course they hated him most when Canadian freedom lovers, huh? So they are talking about rejecting what has happened. So the prime minister in Canada was elected. Democracy, right? Democracy. Let me stop sharing so we can talk about it. I'll come back to sharing the screen when I want to show you a picture of Ibrahim Traoré. So the prime minister in Canada was elected, but he did so bad. His policies were so bad for Canada that they rejected him, and eventually he had to resign. Democracy, right? Meanwhile, in Burkina Faso, the guy came into power through a military coup d'etat, but the people love him so much and they asked him to stay and they went in the street to protest so he can stay. So the point is that democracy in Canada produced a leader who the people hated, and in the end, he had to resign. Where democracy in Burkina Faso produced a leader who came in, not necessarily through elections, but the elections eventually happened when the people went in the streets by thousands to ask him to stay in power because they realized that he serves their interest. Now, just so we could move quicker into French, the last thing that the people love him for is the fact that he's trying to eliminate the country's debt. People talked about that he has eliminated a huge, huge chunk of the debt in such a short time. Meanwhile, in Canada, one of the reasons why people hate the prime minister who had to resign is because he has put Canada in debt and economic crisis, and more people are poor and increased the huge debt. One of the reasons why he even had to resign is because when he presented the budget, the Minister of Finance was so ashamed of the budget and the result of their government that she was like, no, I can't even go in front of the people and present this budget. The Minister of Finance resigned and then the government crumbled. So, in conclusion, it doesn't have to be that democracy goes through people necessarily lining up and voting for a guy who has been campaigning, elect me, elect me, elect me. What matters is that the leader who is in power is approved by the people. And the other style of democracy in Burkina Faso is that the people went in the streets and demanded that the leader actually stays in power because they realize that he's doing great things. And then economically, he's creating industries. He's planning to change the currency. He's taking benefits of their gold, you know, and serving it for the people, and then eliminating their debt, you know. So nobody can tell you what kind of democracy to practice in your own country as long as democracy is the rule of the people, power of the people, and the leader is in service of the people. That is democracy. The leader of Canada was rejected precisely because he was not serving the people's interest, because his people suspect him of even serving some other globalist interest. That's why he's rejected. So they're rejecting him because he's actually not democratic, even though he was elected democratically. While the guy who came in by coup d'etat in Burkina Faso, while he was not elected, he ended up being the democratic one because he's now the choice of the people and he stays there because the people actually love him and the whole continent is loving him. All right. So let's move into French. And to begin the French section, I think I'm going to have to be showing you the video of when he went to Burkina Faso. No, when he went to Ghana. When he went to Ghana for the inauguration, and how the people of Ghana received him. Oh, yeah. So this is the video with the president of Ghana, even himself talking like, yo, the guy is loved.
He got the biggest applause. One people. And you can also see how popular Mr. President is in Ghana. When he was introduced at the Black Star Square, he got the biggest applause. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Yes.
Oh man, congratulations to Ghana, you know. So meanwhile, in Canada, people come out of the people came out to protest against the government. You understand? So you can see that these two different brands of democracy, where in Canada people are in the streets protesting against their leader, So much so that eventually he goes to the point of resigning in tears in front of the whole country. Canada hates him so much. I have never seen anyone so hated in this country as a leader, and he deserves it because of his bad policies. And his entire Liberal Party deserves to crumble and die for like so many years because of what they have done. It's going to be crazy in Canada to watch what is happening. So he resigns and then he holds the country hostage because he's like, oh, you see, people go around in Canada with trucks talking about F Trudeau. Can you imagine? Ah, incredible. So I'm saying all this to just let people know that there's all kinds of democratic style, and so he even responded to Macron, who said that Africans are not grateful for France, and he reminded Macron that they're the ones who should be grateful to Africa because Africa is the one who fought to liberate France. Without Africa fighting to liberate France, there's no France today. It would be like a German colony or something like that. So before I move into French, by the way, Macron has been getting into a beef with Candace Owens. Candace Owens talks about allegedly Macron's wife is actually a man, and he was 14 years old and she was 39 years old, allegedly, when they started seeing each other. And I'm like, that is so bad, like, even if she was a woman, can you imagine a woman of even 35 years old going out with a 15-year-old boy? Ugh, disgusting. So even Macron has been in a beef with Candace Owens in the States. Apparently, she has all kinds of proof. He sent her a letter and she's like, ha ha ha, bring it on, because this is America, right? Look, freedom convoy in Canada, people protesting Trudeau. People protesting Trudeau. Oh man, I'm just trying. Meanwhile, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, people love him. He's opening industries. People love him. Oh, so this is the discours in French that we're gonna see in French. I was just trying to look for the one when he went to Ghana and then he was like the most applauded. I think I finally reached
President
it.
William Ruto want to give the Kenyan airport to the Indian private company
Okay,
Adani.
no, this is not the one. This is the one where Kenyans are comparing how bad the president in Kenya has done and how good the president in Burkina Faso has done. So yeah, so I wish I could see the video that I'm trying to show to you of people in Burkina Faso. Is there? Is this the one? No. Oh, the people in Burkina Faso who went massively, massively in the streets to ask, you know. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one that I wanted to show you. The citizens of Burkina Faso went to the streets to protest that their president, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, extends his tenure as president. This has never happened anywhere in the world, my people. So, do you understand the level of love and respect for someone's work? This is the one that I was trying to. Africa. My people, amazing, amazing. So when people talk about democracy, ask them, I say that the Burkina Faso is a democratic republic. What is a republic is the will of the people. What is a democracy is the will of the people. Canada is also a democracy, but the leader who came through democracy, since he did not serve the people, they rejected him, they protested him until he resigned in tears. All right, my people. So let's move into French and keep talking about it. Thank you so much for being here. All right, all right, all right, all right. La famille, merci, merci, merci d'être là. On commence en français, on commence la partie français.